morning, Dr. Jeremy here, chiropractor at West Chiropractic. I've got something a little bit interesting for you and also a bit ironic. The chiropractor here who's injured his back. So what happened? Yesterday morning I was in the gym, I was training, I was doing something that I knew I shouldn't be doing, which is deadlifts in the morning. The reason for that is I've been injured in the past by doing deadlifts. The movement, my technique is not good enough and the margin for error is too large. So I started off doing these deadlifts and my back went into spasm. So I just want to show you a few things that what you should do and what you should recognise when your back is in spasm and how you can reduce that pain to make sure you're not causing yourself further damage. So the first thing I did is I knew exactly what I'd done because I'd done it before, and obviously I've got the knowledge of knowing more about my spine. So the first thing I did is I stretched on the floor. So I'm going to show you two stretches in a second that I used to make sure we're getting out of a back spasm as quick as possible. I used ice, so I put ice on the area for 10 minutes. So I did 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off for over an hour, and I repeated that in the evening as well. As the day went on, my back started to stiffen up a lot more, so I started to use a lot more water. I increased my water intake by 25% to make sure I was flushing out those spasm muscles. And also I used something called a back brace. So we have these here in the clinic. If you are interested in one, just let us know. This back brace here is something that you wrap around the back to give it more stability. Now, the caveat with these is you need to make sure that you're not using them and becoming too reliant on them because they're going to switch your core muscles off. The core muscles are things that are really good for actually keeping the back nice and strong. So if you are using them long term, then it's going to cause an issue. So just use them for when you are in severe pain and you need to actually start moving around. Okay. Now, any other questions on these, please just drop me a line. Let me show you these exercises now to show you exactly how I got out of back spasm. So the first one is called thread the needle, or a glute stretch in. So you can see me lying on my back, keeping my back nice and flat. Pull one leg up, cross the other one over. It's going to stretch all the way down the base of your buttock and into the lower back. Now you can see I'm not rotating my back here, because as soon as I put rotational stress on the back, it's going to inflame things even more. So we need to make sure we're staying in one plane of motion whilst trying to stretch. Now stretching is going to be great because it's not only going to relieve the tension on the muscles, but it's also going to allow blood, oxygen to flow to the area, so then we can start pumping some of that inflammation out. The inflammation is good for a certain period of time because it keeps everything in place as a protective mechanism, but gradually you want to start reducing that if you can. Next ones you may have seen before, angle cat, happy cat. So bending the neck back, arching the back, bending the neck forward, going all the way up with the ribs. This again, one plane of motion is going to help mobilize the discs and reduce the spasm.